Right before we begin today's video, if you'd like to receive alerts about some of the best credit card offers, just go to this link in the description below to subscribe to my all-new credit card offer alerts. Simply enter your name and email and I'll start sending you those alerts for free. Ever since the Chase Sapphire Reserve went from looking like this to looking like this, its list of benefits has started to look a whole lot more like this. Which is why making this video became 100% necessary. It's going to be your guide to all the main benefits of this card to help you better determine if it's worth adding to your wallet, or if you already have it, how to better get more value from it. Let's kick things off with the welcome offer. As I record this video, you can earn 100,000 points plus a $500 Chase travel promo credit to use in the Chase portal after spending $5,000 on purchases in the first 3 months. The value of just the points portion of this bonus will be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 plus for travel, depending on how you redeem those points. And the annual fee of this card is now at $795, which is absolutely mind-boggling. But as we get into the benefits a little bit later in this video, you'll be able to see how you can get much more value than just the cost of that fee. And the long-term value of this card begins with the reward multipliers. Here's how you can earn points. First of all, 10 points per dollar on Peloton purchases through December 31st, 2027. That's on eligible equipment and accessory purchases over $150. Then 8 points per dollar on Chase travel purchases, including hotels that participate in the Edit collection. 5 points per dollar on your Lyft rides through the end of September 2027. 4 points per dollar on flights and hotels when booked directly with the airline and hotel websites. Triple points on dining worldwide, and 1 point per dollar on all of your other purchases. That Chase travel portal where you can earn 8 points per dollar looks like this, by the way. You can see the different tabs there for stays, meaning hotels and other types of lodging, flights, cars, activities, cruises, and tours. Just book through that portal, charge it to your Sapphire Reserve, and you'll earn those 8 points per dollar. But what are these points actually worth on the redemption side of the equation? Let's get into that now. If you redeem your points for travel via transfer partners, the average value you can get here is around 1.7 cents. You can of course get way less or way more based on the itinerary that you build. So as an example, that makes 100,000 points worth 1,700 again on average. If instead you decide to redeem your points for travel directly through the Chase portal, you can get 1 cent per point for regular flights, hotels, cars, cruises, activities, and tours, or a range of values called the Points Boost feature, which I'll show you more later. That can give you anywhere from 1.5 cents up to 2 cents per point. And at least for right now, you'll see those with certain flights and hotels. This can make 100,000 points worth $1,000 on the low end, or 1,500 to 2,000 on the high end. Alternatively, if you redeem for cash back as a statement credit or even a deposit to one of your checking or savings accounts, for instance, you can get a flat 1 cent per point here, making 100,000 points worth $1,000. Now about that feature called Points Boost, which is much newer ever since the card got revamped. When you go into the Chase travel portal to start looking for different things here, you'll see oftentimes a section called Points Boost right there at the top. Also, as you scroll around, you'll be able to identify a Points Boost opportunity with a little rocket ship icon, basically standing for an accelerated value for your points, which is good. As we're able to see here with these example flights, I was able to get 1.5 cents per point for those redemptions. You can also toggle on the option to view only Points Boost opportunities if you like, and then to also show you what non-Points Boost examples can be. Those are typically just a flat 1 cent per point there for the base value. The same type of experience is also shown here with the hotels, identifying Points Boost with the little rocket ship icon, giving you a higher value for your points. In this case, 1.75 and 2.0 cents per point is what I was able to find here with this search in Miami. And then a non-Points Boost hotel is just 1 cent per point. For your awareness, you're likely going to see those higher values as part of the upper range for your redemptions here on those top premium hotels and airlines as well, not so much for economy or basic travel. And given that transfer partners still give you the highest potential for the best average value, here's a list of the ones that are available to you right now as I record this with Chase. All the airlines are on the left-hand side of your screen with the hotel programs on the right. Feel free to pause this a bit longer if you like. It's now time to move into the main benefits of this card. However, before we do so, I need to show you something extremely important. Some of these benefits require activation before you use them, otherwise you won't be able to get any of the benefits, while other ones do not. So to be able to view the dashboard and identify which ones require activations, log into your Chase account, find your Sapphire Reserve card, and then click on the 3 dots icon there to expand more menu options. Click on Card Benefits. And this is the page that will be your best friend going forward for as long as you have the Sapphire Reserve open. As you scroll down here, you can see all the main benefits of the card, learn more about them, see tons of fine print, which I'm going to hopefully simplify for you here in this video, but you'll be able to identify the ones here, which I put an asterisk on the screen for you, that require activation. What I would personally do here is just go through all of them that require activation, activate, and then go ahead and move on with your card. That way, as you spend or engage with certain brands or opportunities, you won't have to remember at that point to then activate first. Doing it all up front will make your life a lot easier. And with that super knowledge, now let's dive into the benefits and how you actually use them. The first one here has been a favorite for many years and is still unchanged. It's the $300 annual travel credit. You literally receive up to $300 in statement credits every anniversary year, and it can be used on one purchase or across multiple purchases. Using it could not be any easier. It's valid on travel booked directly with travel companies like United.com or Southwest or Marriott, for example, or via the Chase Travel Portal. Just allow up to 6 to 8 weeks to receive your statement credits, although it typically posts much quicker than that. And despite the fact that when we think of travel, we typically think of like airlines and hotels, first of all, Chase actually includes a lot more under the travel category. So here's a screenshot directly from Chase's site here, showing you a list of all the types of travel that could count toward the credit here. Feel free to pause this screen if you'd like to look it over a bit longer as well. And once that statement credit comes through, it shows right up on your transaction history / your bill. So you can see my purchase here for the Dre Hotel in Dallas, $645.35. I use it all in one transaction. So a $300 credit posted shortly after that. Next, we have a $500 credit for the Edit, which is an upscale luxury collection of hotels. This gives you up to $500 in statement credits every calendar year, and it's issued as $250 January through June, and another $250 July through December. It can be used in one purchase or across multiple, and this gives you special VIP benefits on top of getting a credit to help reimburse you as well. It's valid on prepaid hotel bookings through the Edit collection of 2 nights or more, and again allows 6 to 8 weeks to receive your statement credits. Here's how it all surfaces through the Chase portal. Any hotel that participates in the Edit collection will have a little The Edit badge next to it in a dark gray color. Also, some of the benefits that you get when booking these types of hotels are as follows. Daily breakfast for 2, a $100 property credit for things like dining, spa, or other activities, a room upgrade at check-in when available, and also early check-in, late check-out if available, and Wi-Fi. For those of you who like to eat out a lot, this next benefit is for you. It's a $300 dining credit. This gives you up to $300 in statement credits every calendar year, issued as $150 January through June, and another $150 July through December. These can be used in one purchase or across multiple, and they're valid for purchases made directly at restaurants participating in the Sapphire Reserve exclusive tables program. To see those restaurants, I put a link there for you on the screen, and a clickable one down in the description below to get to it super easily. And going to that link, it'll bring you to a landing page here. It is powered by OpenTable on the back end, by the way. You can go ahead and search across different cities and see all the restaurants here that are a part of this program. There's also a way to explore directly by city. This is going to be an expanding program over time too. So right now we have the US, Mexico, and Canada, and more cities and countries will likely be added. Beyond the $300 credit that you can get from using your Sapphire Reserve card to pay, you can also get access to primetime reservations at these restaurants during coveted dinner hours. Here's how it all works in just a few steps. Basically what you're doing is going to your OpenTable account. If you don't have one, make one for free. Then adding your Sapphire Reserve card as a payment method to unlock your benefits. Once you've come back from your fancy dinner out on the town, here are a couple more benefits that you can use directly at home. It's a $250 value for Apple TV Plus and Apple Music subscriptions. Now this one is a bit different. It's not a statement credit. Rather, what you're getting here are complimentary subscriptions. One-time activation is required in your Chase account for each one of these here, and once you do so, you'll receive a complimentary Apple TV subscription through June 22nd, 2027, and a complimentary Apple Music individual subscription through the same date of June 22nd, 2027. You'll see both of them listed out here on that benefits page that I introduced you to earlier, so clicking on each one, first for Apple Music, it brings you to its own landing page with an Activate Now button, and same thing here with Apple TV as well. I can already hear some of you thinking inside of your heads right now, but I already have an Apple Music subscription or Apple TV Plus. Well, in that case, you can still benefit from these benefits because if you look at this page here from Chase, there's a way to still get your subscription kind of covered by this benefit. Rather than read all this to you, I'm going to invite you to pause this and look it over so that way you can stop paying for it directly and rather have your Sapphire Reserve just cover the benefit entirely. If at this point you haven't already felt like this card is totally loaded with a lot of benefits, don't worry, we'll get you to that point. In the meantime though, if you find some of those benefits that are going to fit into your lifestyle and make sense for you and you want to go ahead and apply for it yourself, make sure that you always do so while being safe online. If you weren't aware, Ticketmaster suffered a data breach in the middle of 2024 that exposed the personal information of 560 million customers, including full names, addresses, partial credit card info, and more. This was an event that really resonated with me personally because I, like millions of other people, have used and trusted Ticketmaster for many years with my data whenever I bought tickets to events. It's not just Ticketmaster though. Unfortunately, data breaches are on the rise, and one of the most notable ones involved national public data. That incident compromised over 2.9 billion records used to perform background checks on people, and it included social security numbers. A big part of the reason why I'm talking to you about this in today's video is because whenever you apply for a credit card, for example, you have a live internet connection and you're giving away some of your personal data on an application. And whenever we do that, or something similar to it, we're all susceptible to having our data compromised. That said, I do personally feel secure because I've been using today's sponsor, Aura, for a number of years now. Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security number, across billions of data points. And should your identity ever get stolen, they'll alert you about the threat and back you with up to $5 million in insurance. Additionally, Aura offers a bunch of other features to keep you safe online, including real-time alerts for data breaches, a VPN for secure browsing, data broker opt-out to stop companies from selling your personal information, a password manager to help you create and store strong passwords, and more. So whether you're looking to apply for that shiny new credit card with a great welcome offer, doing routine online banking, or simply browsing the web casually, go to aura.com/MarkReese to get a totally free 2-week trial. Because believe me when I say, life is way better when you don't have hackers, scammers, and identity thieves messing with your data. Now back to our deep dive review of the Chase Sapphire Reserve. How about another food benefit? But this time having the food come to you. A $120 value for a DashPass membership via DoorDash. This one also is not a statement credit, so you don't have to pay for anything and then wait to be reimbursed. Rather, this just gives you a complimentary membership that's already covered. It's also valid on Caviar if you prefer to use that app instead. Just make sure your login credentials are identical to your DoorDash account as well. And here are the 3 steps you want to take. 1, just add your Sapphire Reserve as the default payment method in the app. Then number 2, make sure you activate by December 31st, 2027. Obviously, since it's a minimum of 12 months, the sooner you activate, the longer the term you'll have with this benefit. And 3, pay with your Sapphire Reserve at checkout. There are some exclusions as well, which I've listed there on the screen for you. In case you're new to DashPass by DoorDash, here are some of the main benefits, one of which includes $0 delivery fees and also reduced service fees on your eligible orders. And now that you're a DashPass member through that benefit that we just went over, the next part of that piggybacks on top of it, giving you some extra credits to use. Namely $300 in DoorDash promos. As an active DashPass member, you'll get up to $25 per month to spend on DoorDash, and that is issued as follows. You'll get 1 $5 per month promo for restaurant orders, and 2 $10 per month promos for non-restaurant orders. For example, having groceries or retail items delivered to you. These promos are automatically added to your DoorDash account and you apply them at checkout. These promos are also valid through the end of December 2027. Here's how that surfaces in the DashPass app once you've added your Sapphire Reserve to your profile. You'll see upon checkout, after you've built your cart, I did this with Albertsons, so grocery delivery, you want to toggle on the Chase monthly benefit. You'll notice that my total without doing so is $87.96. You can also see that my delivery fee and my service fee was basically wiped out due to the DashPass portion. But to activate the $10 per month promo, you toggle it on, then that is going to take that $10 discount right off the price. So now I'm going to pay $77.55. Here's another benefit for all my event goers out there. This one is a $300 credit for StubHub and Viagogo. You can get up to the maximum of $300 in statement credits every calendar year, and this is issued as up to $150 January through June and another $150 July through December. As we've seen before, you can use this all up in one purchase or across multiple purchases, and it's valid on direct purchases with StubHub and Viagogo with that typical 6 to 8 week time frame to receive your credits. And should you need a ride to get to that event or anywhere else around town, you also have some credits here with Lyft, although these function just a little bit differently. This $120 worth of Lyft credits is actually provided to you as in-app credits, meaning in the Lyft app, not as a statement credit on your credit card. You can get up to $120 every calendar year, and it's given to you as up to $10 per month. While you'll likely use the whole $10 in a single purchase, let's say you had a super short ride, you could actually use any leftover for multiple purchases. This credit is valid for Lyft rideshare rides, whether you're booking standard, extra comfort, XL, black, or black SUV. You just got to make sure you add your Sapphire Reserve card to the Lyft app to activate all this, and your credits will then automatically be added and can be used at checkout. Here's what that looked like on my Lyft app here. You can see in the red border at the top, Chase, $10 off applied. I would also earn 5 points per dollar on the purchase. The original price was $45.45 minus $10, so now it's $35.45. And even one more confirmation down there at the bottom, which had the 4 digits of my card number plus credits, showing me my payment method involved credits being used. Should any of you like to work out and get some cardio done at home, you might appreciate this next benefit, which is $120 in Peloton credits. You can use up the full $120 over the course of a calendar year, but it is limited and issued as just $10 per month, and it's valid on eligible US Peloton memberships through December 31st, 2027. Those eligible US memberships that you can pick from include Peloton All Access, Rental, App Plus, Guide, App 1, or Strength Plus. I put the sign up link there for you on the screen in case you want to go there and activate this. If you already have a membership, you'll also be able to have this kind of take over once you activate and cover the cost for you. There are a few small exclusions here, like purchases made via a third-party app store, so those won't work. And again, we have our normal 6 to 8 wait period here to receive your statement credits. How many of you out there are a bid spender? If so, there's some pretty cool benefits you'll be able to unlock after a certain threshold. 2 of them we'll go over right now. Up first is a $500 Southwest Airlines Chase travel credit. You can unlock this after spending $75,000 on your Sapphire Reserve card each calendar year. You literally get up to $500 to use in statement credits. That could be across one purchase or multiple, and it's valid on Southwest flights that you book via the Chase travel portal. At that same spend threshold of $75K, you can also unlock $250 worth of credit for the shops at Chase. This is also issued as a statement credit, whether it's one purchase or across multiple, and it's valid on purchases that you make at the shops at Chase portal. What's really interesting to note here is that unlike pretty much all the other benefits, which do not roll over and do not accumulate over time, this one actually does accumulate for a short period. It says here, when reading through the terms, I was able to see that the most you can have available at one time is $500 in statement credits if you qualify for this benefit in consecutive years. And once again, give it like 6 to 8 weeks to receive your credits. The Shops at Chase has its own portal. Here's what it looks like. You can actually get to it from the benefits page in your Chase portal. It'll send you to this. And as you browse around either by category or by brand, here's an example of all the brands that are currently available. There are quite a few different types of things to choose from. The vast majority of it, though, skewing upscale to luxury. Believe it or not, we finally got to our final credit style of benefit. You also get $120 to use toward global entry, TSA PreCheck, or NEXUS. This gives you basically a reimbursement for your application fee when you charge it to your Sapphire Reserve card. This is available once every 4 years. Yes, these programs last 5 years, but that simply means that you can renew before your program expires, so that way you don't have any years or moments where you have no benefits. Let's get fancy in the airport with some lounge access. The first lounge benefit you get with your card is to the Chase Sapphire Lounge by the Club concept. With these lounges, you'll get unlimited visits per year as the primary cardholder with up to 2 free guests. You can bring additional guests if you like at the day pass rate, and children under 2 are free. Because these lounges have limited participation within the Priority Pass network as well, to get in you actually want to show your Priority Pass card, whether it's the physical one or the mobile one in the Priority Pass app. So make sure you've fully activated your Priority Pass membership first. Once you've done that, you can just show your card plus your boarding pass at the front desk to check in, and you're able to get in within 3 hours of your flight that is departing. You cannot use these lounges after an arrival flight. Then for Priority Pass itself, you also get unlimited visits to this lounge network with 2 free guests. Additional guests can be brought in with you at the day pass rate. Once again, show your Priority Pass card and your boarding pass at the front desk. This version of Priority Pass does not include Priority Pass restaurants, so unfortunately those are not going to work, and the access policies may vary from one to another. Many Priority Pass lounges allow you to get in within 3 hours of your scheduled flight departure, but do check the specific lounge policies either online at PriorityPass.com or via the Priority Pass app. You can search directly by airport, click on the lounge you want to go to, and see the policies right there. Also, if any of you out there experience difficulty activating your Priority Pass membership, you're not alone. I had one heck of a time trying to do it myself, and here's why. When I went to the Priority Pass app to activate my account and typed in my membership number and the last 4 digits of my credit card number, the Sapphire Reserve, it denied me and gave me errors time after time. And this was despite the fact that I already activated my membership via the Chase portal under the Sapphire Reserve Lounge Network section. But after speaking with the Chase representative, I was told that Chase is now doing things a bit differently with the new Sapphire Reserve. From mid-2025 onward, here's what we have to do now. Log into the Chase mobile app, not the Priority Pass app, select your Sapphire Reserve card, scroll down to the Benefits and Rewards section and tap on that, and then on the next screen, also scroll down a bit until you see the Travel section. That's where you'll discover an option that says See Lounge Digital Membership Card. So if you tap on that, you will see exactly that. Your digital membership card with the QR code to scan at the front desk to get in, the membership number, the expiration date, the whole deal. You'll also find an option to add it to your mobile wallet if you prefer to do that. Also on that previous screen where we saw the travel section, right above digital lounge membership card, there's another option to find lounges. So if you tap on that, it brings kind of like an embedded or integrated version of the Priority Pass app surfaced through the Chase app. So here you can search by airport, find all the lounges that are accessible to you via your Sapphire Reserve's Priority Pass membership. And on this page too, there's also a button to see your digital membership card. Hopefully that helps some of you out if you have difficulty activating the traditional way. And for a little known lounge network benefit that does come with this card as well, you can also get into select Air Canada Maple Leaf lounges and Air Canada cafes. You as the primary cardholder have an unlimited visits per year, but this time with just 1 free guest. Additional guests can be brought in at a day pass rate. Show your Sapphire Reserve card this time, not your Priority Pass card, and your eligible boarding pass, which will either be for an Air Canada flight or a Star Alliance airline at the front desk. Participating lounges that you can get into are also viewable at the link that I provided for you right there on the screen. Psst. Hey, if you ever wanted to feel like a VIP, this card can actually help you out. Here's how. Once you activate it, you'll get IHG One Rewards Platinum Elite status with your Sapphire Reserve. It's valid through the end of December 2027, and give it about 3 weeks for the upgraded status to reflect on your account once everything's been linked together. When you go to the benefits page in your Chase portal to activate this, it will ask you for your last name and your IHG One Rewards member number. So if you don't already have an IHG account, create one first, get your loyalty number, that way we can copy and paste it right here. And right back to my big spenders out there, if you meet the threshold of $75,000 on your card again in a calendar year, you can unlock IHG Diamond Elite status. Again, totally complimentary after it's been activated. And the Elite status VIP train continues with Southwest Airlines A-List status. Again, spend your $75K, and this benefit will also be unlocked completely on a complimentary basis. The Chase benefits page where you go to activate actually shows you a tracker so you can gauge your progress toward the goal of $75K and all the 4 main benefits that are unlocked at that spend threshold. Let's cover another benefit that very few people know about or talk about, and Chase doesn't even really show on their website. And that gives you Visa Infinite rental car privileges with Avis, Hertz, and National. For brevity's sake, I'm going to allow you to learn more by going to that link there on the screen or the clickable one in the description. But basically, you're either getting some level of elite status and or select discounts to save you some money, and maybe a few other perks sprinkled in there as well. When you go to that link, here's what that page will look like, one for each of the major car companies, and they have some hyperlinked blue text that you can click on to get access to those benefits and see how they work. And we will now wrap up this super long benefit section with a few miscellaneous perks that you might find valuable. First, here is the Reserve Travel Designers benefit. This allows you to work with a dedicated Reserve travel designer to build and book a custom itinerary. Normally, it's a personalized service valued up to around $300 per trip, and they won't charge you any travel agency fees. The next one is called Sapphire Reserve Experiences, letting you access once-in-a-lifetime dining moments, curated trips to top destinations, and exclusive perks at top venues. Here's what the landing page looks like here. As you scroll down, you'll be able to see a bunch of different experiences that range across a lot of different sectors. Here are a few more examples on the travel side, many of which are kind of curated trips that may coincide with big cultural events, and also some special access and perks that go along with this. That may include preferred seating, lounges, and also on-site benefits. And as a premium travel credit card, it should be no surprise that there are also no foreign transaction fees on this card, saving you a little bit every time you swipe outside of the US. I'll also have you know this card comes with the Visa Infinite Concierge Service, giving you access to a concierge team who can help you with various requests, which can include things like reservations for dinner, Broadway shows, and music and other sporting event tickets. To reach the concierge team, you can call the number that you see there on the screen. They'll be happy to help you out. And in case you need assistance while outside of the US, there's also a collect number right there below. And whether you are outside of the US or within domestically traveling here, there are a bunch of great travel protections right here on the screen. Feel free to pause this one to look it over a bit more. Of course, tons of terms and conditions apply to stuff like this, but the main points are highlighted there for you on the screen. If any of these benefits really strike you as something you want to learn more about, I'll actually put the guide to benefits link below in the description as well for you to read this all over section by section and understand what deductibles or other terms may apply. This card also comes with a bunch of great retail protections too, including purchase protection, return protection, and extended warranty protection. So is the new revamped Sapphire Reserve card worth it? That's going to depend on you and your lifestyle, so let me help you out a little bit with the direction. I'd say this card is definitely worth it if you are a frequent traveler, a high spender on travel and dining, if you stay at upscale or luxury hotels, value airport lounge access, and also value top-tier travel protections. Just make sure that, of course, you can use enough of the benefits to justify the annual fee, and also if you value rewards that are flexible, transferable, and easy to use. On the contrary, this card is definitely not going to make sense for you if you're an infrequent or a budget traveler, if you don't spend a lot on dining and travel, if you don't value elite status or any sort of VIP perks, also if you don't want to track and manage a bunch of credits, and if you prefer cashback rewards. And that's a wrap for your ultimate guide to the Chase Sapphire Reserve and all of its many benefits. Before you go though, be sure to check out all the links down below in the description area, many of which are to the Chase benefits here to learn more about them. Also, if you want to earn more cash back when you shop online, I've got one there for Rakuten, a great portal, which can also earn Amex membership rewards points in case you prefer those for travel. Another link to sign up for my totally free credit card offer alerts. That way you'll be informed about when great welcome offers become available and before they expire. And to get your 2-week free trial with Aura and protect yourself online, especially while you're applying for new credit cards. I hope you all enjoyed today's walkthrough of the Sapphire Reserve, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.